We are thrilled today to be present with you to share details about the upcoming tournament and reveal our new title sponsor for the 2013 event. With us today, GLVC Commissioner Jim Demovich, Jeff Whiteside of the Evansville Sports Corporation Board of Directors, and Linda White, the CEO of Deaconess Health System. Let us first begin by introducing Commissioner Jim Demovich to speak on behalf of the Great Lakes Valley Conference's return to Evansville and the wonderful partnership that continues to build with the Evansville Sports Corporation.
I would be remiss if I didn't start my remarks by thanking Jeff Whiteside, Ron Bonger, Doug Claiborne, and the entire member of the Evansville Sports Corporation. We began discussions about this event several months ago, and the time and the effort that the individuals from the Sports Corporation have put in support of our event is truly impressive, and we are very grateful and indebted to all these individuals for helping us to showcase our men's and women's basketball student athletes in this outstanding arena. We're so excited for our student athletes and our coaches to have a championship experience in a venue as nice as the Ford Center. I'd also like to thank John Mark Hall, Director of Athletics at the University of Southern Indiana, Dr. Linda Bennett, President Ray Simmons, Director of Sports Information, Rodney Watson, Rick Stein, and all the USI staff and volunteers for their help as we move along in the planning stages of the GLVC basketball tournament. We certainly lean heavily on our friends from USI, and we will do likewise with the folks from Kentucky Wesleyan College as we look to put on the best event that we possibly can for our student athletes and basketball fans from this area. 9-year run hosting our tournament at Roberts Stadium, and so we know full well the support that we receive in this community from basketball fans, from members of the local media, from local businesses who support the event, and we look forward to coming back here in March to crown our conference champions.
We asked Jeff Whiteside to share a few comments.
As a sports corporation, to be able to attract and host large regional and national events that create significant economic impact for the region, as well as create ample visibility that allows us to share what a great place Evansville is to live, work, and play. And so we're just pleased to be in that role and partner with you, Jim, in that regards. Jim mentioned 16 teams will descend upon Evansville. They'll bring their coaches, their players, their staff, their fans, and it's our job to make sure that all of them, particularly the student athlete, has just a remarkable experience. And that's really what our objective will be in hosting this event. Events like this don't just happen, they take leadership. And there are a number of great leaders and organizations in our community. And for these things to happen, those leaders and your organizations ask questions like, what would the quality of life be if? And I'm just really pleased that we have an organization and a CEO with us today that's certainly willing to ask that kind of question. Linda White, the President and CEO of Deaconess Health System, and her staff is here with us today, and it just gives me great pleasure to officially announce that Deaconess Health System is the title sponsor for this year's tournament. Let me do the honors real quick. Linda, thank you so very much for your support. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your support as well. I want you to sort of address our crowd here today.
Well, thank you, Jeff. On behalf of Deaconess, we're just very, very proud to be part of this community. And part of this community for Deaconess is giving back. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Because we are so proud to be part of this wonderful community. And I'm not here representing the Chamber of Commerce, I'm here representing our entire community. It's just wonderful to see so many people behind this tournament. And on a cold day like today, this is what basketball tournaments are all about. It's all about people coming together. It's about people smiling. It's about people having fun. And it's about people staying healthy. So when we put the healthy piece on this, that's what Deaconess is all about. Deaconess is so proud, and we're just honored that you even asked us to be part of this wonderful tournament coming up in March. We can't wait, and we're going to help build these seats in this wonderful Ford auditorium, because this backing of our community. We're also part of the Evansville Sports Corporation, and I can't tell you the kind of leadership that Bob Jones and Jeff Whiteside have given to make this happen. As Jeff just told you, it doesn't happen on its own. It's because people like all of you in the audience are behind this community, and we're going to root for the Division II GLVC tournament right here in this lovely community.
We're very happy to introduce Deaconess Hospital as the title sponsor for the 2013 GLVC basketball tournament here at the Ford Center, which will be played March 7th through the 10th. So we'll have 8 of the finest Division II women's and 8 of the finest Division II men's teams descending upon this great arena in March for our conference tournament, and the winner gets the automatic bid to the NCAA Division II National Tournament.
How big was it to get Deaconess as a corporate sponsor?
Well, it's huge, and that's one of the real selling points of having our event in Evansville. It's a community that understands and appreciates Division II basketball with local community support, sponsorship from local businesses, and then media coverage, and then a facility like this. So a lot of variables go into hosting where we have our tournament, and that's what makes Evansville such a nice spot for us to land. We were fortunate a couple summers ago with our athletic directors to be here for a summer meeting, and we toured the facility when it was still under construction, and I know what everybody was thinking was, boy, what a great venue someday if we could host our conference basketball tournament here. So my hat's off to Scott and Yvette and everybody at Venue Works and the Ford Center, because the staff has been really cooperative and helpful to us as we plan this event. But this is by far the nicest venue that we've had to play the GLVC basketball tournament. We're excited for our student athletes and our coaches and our schools to be able to come and play in this type of venue.
I know, of course, it had been in Evansville for years over at the stadium, and then it was gone for a while. Why come back?
Well, our coaches on both the men's and the women's side had stated their desire to play the conference championship on a neutral floor just because of the level of competition. And so Evansville had been a great home for the tournament for a lot of years, and we have kind of flirted with some different formats, but when the opportunity presented itself to come back to Evansville and play at the Ford Center, we jumped at that chance.
And it doesn't hurt having Wesleyan and USI kind of here in the backyard.
Well, that's certainly a big selling point. You know, it's bittersweet because this is Kentucky Wesleyan's last year as a member of the Great Lakes Valley Conference. They'll be joining the Great Midwest Athletic Conference next year. So we would certainly hope we get an opportunity to see the Panthers and the Screaming Eagles have one last opportunity to play each other in a conference tournament game here. It'll be a showcase arena for our student athletes, and it'll be fun for our fans to come into an arena like this and be able to